Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 18th episode of the show Power Rangers in Space, as well as the 268th episode overall, titled True Blue to the Rescue. We begin this episode on another planet where we see Lightning Cruiser and Storm Blaster. They're still chained up, being whipped by Piranhatrons. Dude, I legit forgot about these things and that they never were retrieved by the Power Rangers. Also, this entire scene is like really uncomfortable when you know that the cars are sentient. They take the chains and covers off of Lightning Cruiser for absolutely no reason, and he blasts at the Piranhatrons, getting away. He fires at Storm Blaster, getting him free too. I'm just going to say he because their Rangers were dudes, I don't know. Storm Blaster gets away, but Lightning Cruiser is recaptured. Storm Blaster then turns into energy, zooming away. On the Dark Fortress, Asharma has a transmission from Divatox, who is casually trying to say that she lost Storm Blaster, but it's okay. If you see it, just let her know, and Asharma says, well, if she finds it first, it's hers. Divatox then immediately gets pissed, mocking Asharma, who shuts off the transmission. She says to release the Velocifighters to catch Storm Blaster. Storm Blaster is now driving through space, and the Velocifighters are following him. Alpha explains that Storm Blaster is there, and they're like, oh yeah, Storm Blaster. And Andros is like, what the fuck's a Storm Blaster? Which means no one has even mentioned the fact that these two cars have been held captive for like at least 18 weeks. Like, what the hell, guys? Storm Blaster then flies to Africa, according to this Earth view. He lands and Quantrons are already there following him. The Rangers take the tubes down. Meanwhile, Quantrons are actually climbing into Storm Blaster, going into a warehouse. The Rangers are there, knocking them off of Storm Blaster. They then protect Storm Blaster, and Asharma walks in with Quantrons and Ecliptor, and then she introduces a new monster who is a golden lion. His name is Lionizer, according to Ranger Wiki. He attacks the Rangers while they're also defending Storm Blaster. TJ tells Storm Blaster to run, and Lionizer fires at him, but Ashley and Carlos take the hit for him. Everyone is pretty much held captive at this point. We then see a shooting star and a boy is watching it. It's Justin, guys. Yeah, Justin is here with a slightly cleaner bowl cut. Justin's dad is there, and I guess that means he didn't abandon him again yet, and he says it's almost bedtime. Justin wishes that his friends are okay, no matter where they are. He then also remembers scenes from Turbo to remind the audience that he used to be a Power Ranger and, like, do stuff. He goes inside, going to bed. His dad says goodnight, turning off the lights as he goes. Justin's dad says that he's really behind the office, so next weekend they'll do something, but not this weekend. Wow, never mind, his dad's still terrible. Then lights start flashing outside of Justin's bedroom window. Imagine it's just Storm Blaster playing In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. Justin goes to the window to see it's Storm Blaster. Justin then just climbs out the window and goes down the side. Like, dude, just go outside and use the door. Justin starts asking this car questions like it can talk, but then it just opens its door and Justin's like, you want me to go with you? And then he gets in ready to go. They leave, speeding down the road. But they went fucking flying by the moon. What? Meanwhile, the Rangers are being strung up by chains, and Ecliptor and Lionizer want the megaship's shields to come down, but they refuse. Justin then arrives in his lame-ass PJs, and he sees what's going on. He turns around to find Quantrons, and he doesn't even panic. He just gets back to work, fighting the crap out of these dudes really easily. He gets away, getting back into Storm Blaster, who takes off immediately. They just go toward a wall, and Storm Blaster presents Justin with his morpher again. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. He then goes through the wall, coming into the scene completely morphed. Ashley is literally the only one to be like, oh hey Justin. He then fights off some Quantrons and he uses his Auto Blaster to free the Rangers. They all start fighting off the Quantrons and they're using the environment pretty well. Justin gets held back, but TJ saves him and Justin is confused as to why TJ is blue now, although he admits that TJ looks good in blue. TJ looks good in everything, let's be real. TJ and Justin then take on Lionizer together and it's a cool little fight. Then Storm Blaster gets in between them and the monster and he starts firing a laser at Lionizer, who's also firing a laser back. But then TJ and Justin use their blasters and yeah, they have him back. They then take out the Quadro Blaster and Spiral Saber Blaster combo, firing at Lionizer, blowing him up. Oh, okay. Asharma fires the saddle lasers, making him giant. Justin says this is where I step out and the Rangers call out Andros' Mega V1. What? Andros fights for a second before he calls out the others to combine with him. So wait, only Andros' vehicle matters? I'm confused with these new Zords. Like, I was joking about how his was the only one that was even notable last time, but like, wow. They formed the Mega Voyager, and Justin is impressed with this new Megazord. For some reason, I mean, they all look the same. They kick Lionizer in the face, and then here comes a V3 missile, and they fire it, killing Lionizer pretty easily. Justin lies by saying he's never seen anything like this before. Bitch, you saw it every day for like 40 weeks. The Rangers then run over, and finally, Carlos acknowledges Justin. Justin explains how Stormblaster came to him and they realize that Lightning Cruiser needs their help. They then decide to show off their Galaxy Gliders to Justin, who doesn't really seem to care too much because he likes Stormblaster. It's actually pretty awkward because they're like, "They're so cool," and Justin's like, "Okay." They're back on the planet from the beginning of the episode and everyone has their weapons out while Justin is driving Stormblaster. They defend Lightning Cruiser and TJ talks to him, letting him know they'll free him ASAP. This is actually a pretty neat fight until Justin is just driving around aimlessly with Piranhatrons on his car. I mean, that's stupid. Andros hits a bunch of Piranhatrons down and I guess that was it. They all are demorphed now and Justin says he worries about them a lot. And actually introduces Andros to Justin, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time we hear the phrase, "Once a Ranger, always a Ranger." Justin then realizes he has to get home because he's on a different planet and stuff. He gets in the Stormblaster and he says if they ever need him again, he'll always be there. Spoiler alert, literally no one will ever need him again. Justin flies away and in the morning his dad is getting ready to go to work, carrying all his stuff out to his car. He drops his keys and he sees a father and son across the road talking about how to fish. It's kind of late to be going fishing at this point. His dad immediately stops what he's doing, running back into the house. Here comes Justin, who is like monkey crawling back into his bed, pretending to be asleep just as his dad comes in, asking Justin if he wants to go fishing. Justin's like, "Yeah!" which is so freaking lame. He says he'll be behind at work on Monday too, but today is Saturday, so they get to go fishing. What if this is how his dad loses his job again? The end. This episode isn't like the worst, but it's pretty much an episode of, oh crap, we have all these things on another planet that we never really explained. Maybe we should tie that up. Which is great, but it's almost like we already forgot about them, so like why bother? Seeing Justin again is like fine, and it's not too terrible to have his character be wondering what the hell happened to his friends after they just blasted off into space a while ago. But honestly, I don't care what's going on with Justin at all. I mean, he wasn't like a favorite character by any means, and while he became like totally fine by the end of Turbo, I had no desire to see him again here. Next time is one of my favorite episodes of Power Rangers, period. But until then, may the power protect you.